It's true that billions ride on luring women to look more beautiful, with creams, hair colors, perfumes, and a slew of products for every wallet size. For FMCG companies, women are big business. But very soon you could have another contender for the space: men. If the hoardings you see around you are anything to go by.
Gosh, मैं भी शाहरुख होता.
In India, the turning point really came with this one ad.
शाहरुख नहीं तो क्या, handsome कोई भी बन सकता है.
When the homegrown Imami came out with its fairness cream for men, fair and handsome, back in 2005. Roping in Shah Rukh Khan in this classic. The tube that promised men lighter skin set the cash registers ringing for the company, with sales touching 50 crore rupees in the first year itself. And that is expected to double this year.
Imami Fair and Handsome, world's #1 fairness cream for men.
Another company betting big on men's fairness range is Elder Pharma with the product Fair One. Here too, the company is betting big on the potential for growth.
Excuse me, एक Fair One, please.
Offer का पूरा फायदा उठाइए.
I think being a male myself and coming from various industries that I am, especially from my film and television, and having traveled the world over, I realized that there was a need for this even in the Indian market. And the way the Indian market was evolving with the consumers and the way men's fashion and men per se were getting conscious because of all these things, with all these health clubs coming up and gyms. And I realized that sooner or later this was to happen. Being also a businessman along with the creative background that I have, I thought it would be a better idea to be one of the first people to get into the market. And even today, if I look at it, I think, yes, over the last 4 or 5 years, there have been a lot of players who've come in. But still, I mean, there's a long, long way to go. We are still, as far as the Indian market and the Indian consumer is concerned, at the tip of the iceberg.
The sheer size and scope of men's beauty business has attracted the best and the biggest in the FMCG space. Take a look at the companies who have a presence in this segment. And it's just not in the basic fairness cream space. Today, the Indian male has a wide array of products to choose from under-eye gels, deodorants to a range of moisturizing creams. Nivea was perhaps the earliest to look at the men's space in a big way. When launched way back in 1986, it started off with just shaving creams and aftershave lotions. Now the range boasts of over 50 products in the men's category.
We launched a whitening range of products that men accepted very well. The next year we came with the innovation on whitening and oil control, and we also got extremely good acceptability with our deodorant line for men, because what we also see is that men today, even in these top cities, surprisingly enough, average 28-year-old guy in Delhi is using 6 different categories for his grooming.
The growth numbers indicate that the men's beauty segment is growing fast. Men's fairness cream segment in the country is worth 300 crores. Add to that the shaving products, deodorants and hair gels, you have a 1500 crore pie growing rapidly at a healthy 20% annually. And it's this booming business that has lured a lot of companies.
मुझे विश्वास है परफॉर्मेंस पर.
Garnier and Everyouth, which was traditionally seen as a woman's brand, launched their men's range last year.
Vaseline men में है विटामिन B3 और ट्रिपल सनस्क्रीन.
FMCG major Hindustan Unilever's Vaseline also entered the market with a big bang with their men's range. Whereas arch rivals Procter & Gamble are also expanding their Gillette brand with pre-shave thermal scrub and a new range of aftershave coolants, which would hit the Indian shores by year end.
Looking for some love.
Even smaller players like Elder Healthcare have geared up to pander to the uber-sexual Indian man.
To ignite the fire.
Well, Fuel started with 3 fragrances. We launched with 3. We launched another 2 about 3 months ago. So now in totality there are about 5 SKUs of Fuel. We want now to extend the Fuel because there is a brand loyalty and a brand usership. The idea is to extend the Fuel brand into other men's products like hair gels, like shaving creams, like EDTs. So we'll have about 8 EDTs, 8 deodorants, and followed by the hair gels and the post-shave shaving balm, shaving cream, that kind of stuff.
Statistics suggest that the grooming market is essentially an urban one, with Delhi and Mumbai alone contribute to more than 70% of this figure. We spoke to Ram Iyer, the head of super premium lifestyle and retail brand Collective, on whether he thought the Indian men's grooming business has a strong potential.
So there is a clear focus in the man today because the fact that he has a high disposable income, he can indulge, and the craving desire to take care of me and myself, which has become much more stronger and much more evident. The other thing which is more external in my mind is the fact that there is an availability of a slew of international brands which are now available in India. In my mind, it's very clearly a trend which is here to stay for good, because I think given the fact what's happening both from the influence of the West into the country in a cultural context, and the fact that we are evolving as a country in terms of economy and the kind of development that's happening here, I think both from a standpoint of the consumer and the cultural context, this is a trend which is here for good.